didn't know kind of was out there. Alison Gledhill's with me from Barking Mad, and you offer home-from-home pet care.
Absolutely.
Come a bit nearer to that mic, just a little
Hello.
bit.
Hi there.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
It's been a bit of a battle on the motorway, hasn't it?
Yep, I've got here in the end though,
Well,
but
well
yes,
done.
it's taken a little bit longer than expected, but I'm
very
here.
calm.
Thank you.
We're going to sort of talk to the traveller in a minute, find out what's going on those roads. I think we know. I could let you do the
I
M65
could probably do
travel.
the update, yes.
Yeah, we'll let him do it in a minute. But, so we're talking about people that, these aren't kind of normal dog owners, are they? They leave dogs in kennels and they walk away. Having said that, the other side of it is, it can be really difficult for some people to find a kennels, a cattery, a place that works for their pet. So, briefly, what does your service do?
Absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely right. A lot of people do struggle deciding what exactly to do with the dogs when they're going on holiday. What we do at Barking Mad, we offer home-from-home pet care to customers who have got dogs. It's an alternative to kennels.
Sure.
So it's a tailor-made service where we tailor-make the holiday to the individual dog. We go along to the actual...
I love that. Holiday for a dog.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
well, that's
this is working already for me.
Absolutely. You know, this is very much how we view it at Barking Mad. You know, it's not only like the owner's holiday, but it's the dog's holiday as well. And we want the dog to have a great time, as well as be very well looked after.
Hey, well, look, hold that thought.
No problems.
Now we know what you do. Now we know what you're about. This is a fairly recent business, isn't it, you've got into?
Oh, well, I've been operating in the Blackpool and Preston area for 11 years.
That's not recent.
Not recent, no. And Barking Mad itself has been operating since 2000. So we've been up and running, you know, as a nationwide concept for 16 years.
Right. There you go. Well, we'll talk more about the last 16 years and the kind of service you can offer after we've done this venture at all. It's just that I hadn't noticed you being there for the last 16 years. It's a home-from-home pet care. So how do you achieve this home-from-home, this tailored holiday? What do you need? What do you do?
Right, what we do...
For the dog we're talking about
Absolutely,
here.
absolutely, yeah. I mean, what we do, we've got two aspects. You know, what we're doing is we're tailor-making a service for our customers to make it easier for them when they go on holiday and to give them that peace of mind that their dog is having a great holiday themselves and is being well looked after.
Yeah.
So to achieve that, what we do, anyone who's interested in booking with Barking Mad, we would always go along first of all to do an initial meeting to assess the dog and really just to make sure that we understand the individual dog's needs. Take lots of detailed information about them exercising, the sleeping routine, feeding routine, and then once we've met the dog and understood its personality, we can then match it to a relevant host family.
Right.
And when I say that, what we do is we've got individual host families that look after dogs. So rather than a kennel, rather than family and friends looking after dogs, we've got host families that really just want to look after dogs on a part-time basis, and it's matching the type of dog to the type of host that we've got.
Funny you say that. That service, I mean, people have said to me, oh, you want to use such and such in St Anne's, Bispham, Cleveland, wherever it was, this person.
All of those places.
But it's like, I didn't know them. And the first time you were going to meet them was when you drew up at the house and left your dogs with them.
Yeah.
They're like your children, aren't they? Those people that are mad
are.
about dogs like I am.
Yeah.
You know, you do want them to have a spell away from you so you can have a holiday, but you don't want it to be traumatic for them.
Absolutely. And
so how do you get that right with the host? What do you do?
Absolutely. Well, at Barking Mad, obviously, you know, we recognise just how important people's pets are. You know, they're not just a dog, they are an important family member. So it's important that we get it right from the outset. And to make sure that we get it right, we spend about an hour or so with the customer initially assessing the dog. And then before a holiday, we would match them with what we consider to be the most appropriate host family. But bring the dog out just for a little trial stay, just for 2 or 3 days before a main holiday, when the customer is round about, so we can then chat to the customer if we need any more information or need to understand anything further about the dog.
It's a bit like a dog walking service in that you don't just arrive one day and take your dogs for a walk.
Absolutely.
There's always an introduction and you perhaps come with them for the first couple of walks, that kind of thing.
Absolutely. And we just want to make sure that after a short stay that the host is happy with the dog, that we understand everything about the dog and that we can guarantee that we can look after it properly, you know, for the needs that it's got and to make sure that it has a great time for the period of time that it's coming on holiday. And as well, you know, it just gives that reassurance to the owner. You know, being a dog owner myself, you know, I do recognise just how important it is, you know. They are our babies. We do need to be, you know, reassured that they're going to be looked after. And that's what we're trying to do at
We've got a
Barking
very
Mad.
old dog. One of our dogs is sort of very old. and one of them is very young.
Yeah.
And so that gives its own challenges, and you feel like you're mad when you're trying to explain to somebody, no, we can't put them in kennels because of this. But the question I want to ask you is it more difficult for you to get the dogs, as it were, the people that need the dog care, the people that want the service, or is it more difficult for you to find the hosts? Because you need really good people who love the dogs and are happy to have other people's dogs in the house.
Yeah. I mean, well, to answer that question, we've got lots of customers, lots of people that are wanting to use the business and that do use the business and use us repeatedly. What is probably harder is to get the hosts on board. Right. And that is because we want to make sure that we've got the highest standard of host, good quality people that are dog lovers, that are doing it for all the right reasons and really just doing it for the fun, companionship of having a dog. Yeah. It is something that for a lot of people, especially if they may be living alone, widowed, older, not got family or not got family close by, this is an absolutely perfect solution for people because they can have a dog come to stay with them on a part-time basis. They've got 24/7 support from myself or one of the other franchisees if it's in a different area. They can call upon us, ask us anything about the dog, chat with us about anything. And as well, it's a great opportunity to combat loneliness for people, you know.
I know how good it is, and I don't live alone. Yeah. I'm very lucky. Yeah. I've got a family and a wife and whatever. But I know there are times when it's just great. You walk in, and the 3 dogs are there, and you pick up a little one, and you give it a hug, and it's like...
Absolutely.
Makes you, I don't know what it makes you feel. I'm not good at describing this, but you know the words.
Yeah. I think certainly, you can guarantee if you've got a dog in the house, it's always happy to see you, and you get lots of love and affection, and it's somebody for company. Take them out and about for walks, you talk to people, it's a great social opportunity. You're getting out and the dog is being very well looked after as well, and that's what we're wanting. We're wanting everybody to be happy, the host to be happy, and the dog to be happy as well.
What an interesting business.
It's fantastic.
How did I not know about you? You enjoy it, don't you? I can tell.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, I wouldn't have stayed for 11 years if I didn't enjoy it.
Would you?
Yeah, absolutely,
no,
it is. It's certainly, it is something that is great. Certainly, as you mentioned, we're always on the lookout for more host families. We're always wanting good quality host families on board. Anybody who's either got a dog or hasn't got a dog and is looking to look after one. Certainly, if they can check out the website, www.barkymad.uk.com, or give me a call on 01772 681 190.
I know, that would be super. You did that quickly. I normally stop people giving the number out.
Oh, sorry.
No,
if I'd have known, I wouldn't have done it.
Yeah. She's fast off the mark. She's from Ray Green. She's sharp.
Hey.
She's sharp. Whereabouts in Ray Green are you? Are you based?
Well, I'm not going to give my address. Yeah.
No. Is it by the village? Is it by the green? Is it out on the sticks?
It's near the green. It's near the green.
Do you board dogs yourself? Do you have them with you?
I rarely have dogs that come and stay with me. It's usually the host families that we've got. It's predominantly host families. People who want either big dogs, little dogs. And matching the type of dog to them. So we've got all different types of hosts.
Well, it is an opportunity for some people that think, I can't really, full time. I can't commit to having a dog.
Absolutely.
And I know the reason I came across your company and you was because a listener, Andy, has one of your dogs, Barney.
That's right.
The little Jack Russell Terrier.
That's right.
Looks brilliant, looks amazing.
Yeah.
And it made me think, that's great, because he doesn't have a dog at home, but he can have that, a few weeks every year.
Yeah,
and really get to know Barney.
Absolutely, and it is for our hosts. Some of our hosts like to have a dog all the time, and others just like to have a dog once every now and again. We have as well teachers that host for us, and they just look after the dogs in the school holidays. So it's perfect.
Fantastic.
Gives people the opportunity to have a dog, but without that full-time commitment and without the expense that goes with it. We cover expenses for them, and also all the dogs come with all the food and everything that they need, so they're not incurring any costs when they're actually coming to stay with them.
Well, listen, thanks very much for battling the traffic.
My pleasure.
And getting here.
My
I do
pleasure.
appreciate it. And give us your number. Give us your website again.
It's www.barkymad.uk.com.
All right, thanks for coming in.
Your sports station. BBC Radio Lancashire.